Seed starting is easy. With a very modest initial investment, you'll be able to grow your own bedding plants at a fraction of the cost of plants at the garden center. You'll also be able to grow varieties that may not be readily available locally. First, determine the date to begin your seeds indoors. Seed packets will have wording to the effect, "Start indoors 10 weeks before your last frost." So if the last frost for your area is May 10th, counting backwards, you would start the seeds around March 1st. Start with a good quality seed starting soil mix. These can be purchased at garden centers or nurseries. A good quality soil mix has good water holding capacity, making it perfect for seed starting, while also allowing for good water drainage, which is essential to keep fungal diseases at bay. You can make your own seed starting mix by combining equal parts of compost, vermiculite, and perlite. Next, sow your seeds. It's important to make note of the proper planting depth, which is listed on the seed packet, and whether seeds must be exposed to light in order to germinate. Generally speaking, seeds that must be exposed to light in order to germinate are sown very shallowly. When lacking instructions on a seed packet, a good rule of thumb is to plant the seeds as deep as 2 to 3 times the seed's widest point. Label the rows with the plant name and the date planted. Water the seeds in, being careful not to deluge the flats with water and dislodge the seeds. At this point, it's not necessary to use a fertilizer. The seed flats can be placed on a heat mat or cable to speed germination. A heat mat or cable delivers warmth to the soil mix and is specifically designed to withstand the moisture associated with seed starting. For most seeds, bottom heat is more important to speed the germination process than light is. Be sure to cover the flats with clear plastic to increase the humidity level. Once the seeds have begun germinating, place the flats beneath grow lights. Standard grow light fixtures may be used, or you can use a fluorescent fixture that has been fitted with one cool white and one warm white light bulb. Light fixtures should be spaced 6 to 7 inches above the seed flat if using a high input grow light, or 2 to 3 inches above if using a fluorescent fixture. Raise the lights in order to maintain this spacing as seedlings grow. One way to tell if the light is properly spaced is how well the seedlings are growing. If the plants are leggy and appear to be stretching towards the light, this indicates the fixture is too far above the seedlings. Properly spaced lights will yield plants that are stocky, upright, and strong. At this point, you can remove the clear cover to increase air movement around plants. For tiny, fragile seedlings, you may want to continue to protect them for a while longer by leaving the cover on until plants are larger. Always check the soil before watering. Gently press your finger into the potting soil. If the mix feels damp, do not water. Now that the seedlings have emerged, a water-soluble fertilizer can be added to the watering can. Use a 10-10-10 fertilizer at 1/4 strength to provide plants with a steady supply of nutrients every time you water. Damping off is the #1 fungal disease of bedding plants. This disease attacks plants at the soil line, causing stems to collapse and the plants to fall over. Damping off can be avoided by paying careful attention to the amount of water applied and increasing air circulation. A fan can be used to increase air circulation and decrease the incidence of damping off. If needed, seedlings can be removed from flats and moved to their own pots when they have developed their first set of true leaves. The initial set of leaves a seedling has is the cotyledons. The cotyledons are high in stored carbohydrates and help the plants get off to a good start. Once the plant develops its first set of true leaves, the plant is mature enough to withstand the repotting process. Never move the seedlings by holding on to the stem. A fragile stem could collapse and the seedling will die. Instead, move seedlings by holding on to a leaf. Hardening off is the process of acclimating bedding plants to the harsher conditions outdoors. This step is essential to ensuring survival in your garden. Start by setting your plants in a shaded, sheltered location outdoors for a period of 1 hour. Return the plants to the growing light indoors. The next day, set the plants outdoors in a slightly less sheltered location for a period of 3 hours, again returning them to their lights indoors. Continue this process each day, increasing the amount of time the plants are outdoors and the amount of sunlight and wind exposure the plants receive. At the end of 10 days, the bedding plants should be outside full time and are fully acclimated to the outdoors. They are now ready to be planted in their summer location. Starting bedding plants is easy and affordable. You'll be able to enjoy a greater number and variety of plants as you start your gardening adventure. This is Kathleen Cue with the University of Nebraska Extension in Douglas-Sarpy County. Thanks for watching.